Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode on my Girls Talk podcast. I hope you're doing well. Okay, this time I'm going to tell you that it's not going to be dramatic, it's not going to be sad, it's not going to be about politics, it's just going to be about random things and the things that I love. And I know for sure that these things that I'm going to talk about is something that we all share the same love um and the same way that we love it. The things that bring us all together. You could be in anywhere and we're doing the same thing. For example, music, football, sport in general, and coffee, even. Okay, if you like tea, well, that's a different thing. So, nothing against tea, but I drink coffee. So, with that, um, I really wanted this episode to be a little bit fun because I know the whole world's going through a lot of shitty things, and we're all going through a lot. So, what I wanted to do is come here and talk about the things that um I'm passionate about, I love, and I really think that we all share the same thing. And I know that we all have the same like love for things. It could be for me, like I said, music, coffee, football, movies, and I'm an introvert. I love to stay at home. I don't like going out a lot. And so I know a lot of people like that. So, but it doesn't matter. It could be for you. It could be not sport. It could be for me. It's football. I mean, in America, you call it soccer. Well, the rest of the world calls it football. So I'm going to talk about first music and my love for music. And I love what I love about music is that it brings people together, and it makes a lot of people less dramatic, even though these days music is no longer about listening to music and loving music. It's all about, music nowadays. Artists are fighting against each other, and basically it's like people are responding to each other, which I don't like. That's why most of the time I don't listen to music a lot, like the trendy music nowadays. I i i find myself in love with the music that it's just about life, about hard times, and about going through something, and you feel like the song is talking to you, is speaking to you, the lyrics, the melody, and everything about it. And when you close your eyes, it doesn't matter in which language the song is. If like sometimes I listen to a song, I literally don't know what the artist is saying. All I know is that something about that voice, something about the music, it gives me goosebumps, and I feel like, whoa, I feel you're talking to me. It could be it could be like the artist talking about something really ridiculous and different, like a French or Italian, and I'm like, what? But I love the song. I don't know, but I love it. So we all feel sometimes like that. So the similarities between us is way more than what divide us. What I love about music is the feeling that when you put your headphone or in your car and you're listening to your favorite artist or a song that you love, and you literally feel like nothing else matters. You feel like life is all about that song. Even though sometimes you listen to a song, it's about breakup, and you're single and you don't have anyone in your life and it really affects you, and like you're so sad and you feel like you just broke up with someone, and suddenly it's like, oh, why am I feeling so bad? Why I'm feeling so, like, literally I feel sad, I want to cry, but you're single, you're not with anyone. Or I love when you listen to a song and it's about love, and it suddenly makes you feel like there are, good things in life, and it makes you believe, and suddenly you're so happy and you're dancing and you're singing, and you feel like no matter what happens, it will pass, and you feel like the whole world is just you and that song and nothing else matters. And I love the feeling, like, I don't know if you ever felt this before, but the feeling when you're listening to a song or a new song and it hits you in the right place, and you feel like it's hitting all the right spots, and you just, you keep listening to it again and again and again. You go to sleep, the next morning you put it on, um at work, at the gym, cooking, you're with your family, you're with your you just love the song. I love that feeling when you find that good song and you're listening to it and it's just on repeat the whole day, and for a whole week that this song is just becomes part of your, like, daily routine. You're listening to it when you're taking a shower, you're listening to it when you're, like, doing, you're writing or you're doing whatever. It's just that song. Or what about that feeling when you, I don't know if you ever felt that before, but you know how sometimes you go and you search for a song and you want to find that song but you can't, or when you're looking for, you're looking for that one song and you suddenly find it. Whew, that feeling is really, really, really good when you hear the song, a song that y- just talks to you. It feels like it's a friend talking to you or the right person talking to you. And nothing will ever, ever, ever feel like the first time you're listening to that song. The feeling that you're listening to the song for the first time, that feelings only comes with the right song that you've been looking forward for a very long time, and that first time you're listening to it. The second time, the third time, the fourth, it will never come closer to the first time. It's just like the first sip of coffee. When you have that first sip of coffee, it doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter in the morning or in the evening, or it's just that first sip of the day. Woo, that's that feeling. So back to the song. So that feeling when you're listening to a good song for the first time, when it hits you, and ooh, nothing comes closer to that. Even your first kiss, when you're kissing someone for the first time, I don't think it feels like that. I don't know. I don't know. But that, just like thinking about it, when there are times when it takes me a whole week just searching for that song. It doesn't matter, like, it's not about your favorite artist, it's just that you're looking for that song that will make you feel alive again. So this is one of the things I love about music. Second thing I love about music is that, especially like old music, when you hear a song for the first time. What I also love about music is that I I I love sharing music as how I feel. Like, how I think is my playlist. how I feel is my playlist. Like I feel like you can you can know about a verse about someone through their music. You can literally meet someone through their music because you literally can see who they are through their music. And I love sharing music as like communication. That's my communication, that's my language, that's how I like to speak. Like, for example, if I feel sad and I don't know how to um how to explain that I'm sad or angry or in love or anything else, there's always that one song or couple of songs that speaks to that feeling. And I love sharing the song to tell you this is me feeling sad. So sharing a music is part of, like, I feel like it's a language. It's not just it's not just like couple of beats and couple of beats and you are you're talking to someone through music. You're telling them how you feel through music. So through music. So I love sending songs. And I don't do it with everyone. Not everyone's going to understand that. It's just like between two people when you're sending a song to tell them how you feel. This is how I love to share my feelings. Sometimes you don't know how to talk. Sometimes you don't know how to, like, to say that, hey, I'm angry with you, or like I'm in love with you, or I feel this way, I feel that way. I love doing it through music. I think your playlist is who you are, and what people listen to for me is tells a lot about them. um Also, what I love about music is is the imagination. It's just, it makes my mind, you know, go crazy. And I feel like there's a light in my mind, in my brain, that lights up. And I feel like it's magic. And it's it's so weird. It feels like it's a superpower. It feels like it's a superpower. And it feels like it's a magical language. I've whoever thought of the first person who ever thought of sharing this magical thing called music. Oh my god. Oh my god. This person or whoever those people created music, thank you so much. I feel like, can you imagine the world without a music? Can you imagine your happiest day, your wedding or your first date, or you're dancing with someone? Like, even dancing won't be there if it's not for music. Can you imagine life without music? Can you imagine you were in the car alone and no one is there, or you're going out with your friends in the weekend and you listening to that song and you are screaming at the top of your lungs, and by the end of the night you lose your voice? And can you imagine your birthday without music? Can you imagine your every our every day? It feels like without a music life is less happy. I feel like the world without music would be in a dark place, because can you, oh my god, that's scary, to be honest with you. Just like, and with AI now, music's going to be taken from taken from humans, and now a computer is going to create that. I don't know how it feels like a threat to me. But I feel like the world without music is just not the same. And what else do I love about music? I feel like I'm talking about someone I love. I really, really love music. I cook with music. I clean my place with the music. I I read with the music. I I can't imagine my life without music. It's something, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but yeah, I can't imagine my life without music. So, what else do I love about music? Let's see. Um, what else? Yeah, I mean, just it's a great, right? Don't you agree that it's the greatest thing ever? And yeah, like I know there are so many things. I know I love music so much. Um, to the point where like sometimes I go to bed with the music, with my headphones on, and I listen to it all night until I can't even open my eyes. I listen to it the whole night. Yeah, this is what I think about music, and this is why I love it. And I also, let's see, football. Why I love football. Football is, oh my god, where do I start? For me, football is sport in general. Like I love tennis, I love, you know, other things, but not as much as football, soccer, excuse me. Um I love football because it's always been something I loved since I was a teenager. It's something that I don't know. It's something about 11 11 people running in the field. It feels like it's a battlefield and they're fighting for you. And it feels like they're there to fight for you, and you feel like them winning is a reflection of your life. Does that make sense? Like for me, when I watch, I'm a fan of Real Madrid. I'm Madridista. I've been always been a Real Madrid fan since I was a little girl. All I remember is like when I was a little girl, my brother and my uncle, they were watching a game, Real Madrid against Barcelona, and El Clasico. And I remember they asked me, I was a little girl, do you I remember telling me, do you love those who are wearing red and blue, or do you like those who are wearing white? And I said white. And again, they said like, no, 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 no. They are Barcelona fans. So they're like, no, 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 no. Do you love the red and blue or the whites? I kept saying the whites. So since then, all I know is I've always been a fan of Real Madrid. Whoever your team is, like football is a big thing for me. The day Real Madrid play is the day that I don't I don't I don't have plans. I don't go outside. I don't do anything. I cancel everything that day. Um and I have rituals. I always listen to Real Madrid's anthem before every game. Not every game, like I do it most of the time. I do it in like finals and like big games of the season, or when we need, to win the game, or we'll be out of the Champions League, for example, or we need that 1 point to win La Liga. So, to me, there are rituals. Like I said, listening to the song, to the anthem, is a big thing for me. I listen to it. Second of all, I always have to have water, bottles of water, a lot of water, because whew, sometimes it's just until the last second of the game. You feel thirsty, you feel like dizzy, lightheaded, and you feel like you're going to faint and your heart is racing. My heart racing. So it feels like I'm going, it's going to stop. So those are one of the rituals, like couple of rituals. And one of the things, I don't like watching the game with anyone. I have to be alone, or if anyone going to join me. I don't like those who watch like 3 minutes of the game and the rest of the game they want to talk. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, 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 no. We talk before the game, we talk after the game. During the game, if we are going to talk, we're going to talk about what? Yes, about the game and the tactics, whatever you want to talk about. But watching it alone, quiet, silence, the only thing that my family, I think sometimes the neighbors, hear me screaming. The only thing that my family hears, and they know that I'm watching the game, is vamos, vale. That's the two words you hear. And if Real Madrid score, when they score, oh, that's when the whole place shake because I scream like I just won a $1 billion. That's one of the things. So, watching the game alone, yep, no. We don't negotiate that. You don't like it, you don't like it. Literally, I take it very seriously. Like real, especially when they're playing. Like I take it very seriously. In the past, I used to take it very personal. Whenever they lose, I fight with everyone and I literally fight. I'm not talking about just fighting. I will fight. I will go to bed angry and like thinking about how I'm going to get back at them, how I'm going to scream tomorrow about how the ref was so bad, how like all that, you know? So I used to take it more personally. Oh my God, I used to fight with people for real. And now I'm like less, less, but no. Listen, when Real Madrid lose, that's like someone just called me and said, you got fired, or you you're not accepted, or whatever. It feels like someone just broke my heart. Let's just keep it that way. Yeah. When they lose, I I feel bad for the rest of the day or maybe the week because it depends on the loss. Because if they lose 1-0 and they played very well, I'm okay with that. I can have because they did everything they could do. They played very well and it was not our day. But the days when they lose with bad performance and bad everything went wrong, like from the way they played, from the like no motivation, and we lost because we like they didn't play well. That really hits me hard because I feel it deep down in my soul, like you could have done better, you could have that's what it feels. So, and what I wanted to talk about, yeah, one thing. So this season, I'll talk about this season, 2025. It's just feels like I have the same feeling for 2025. 2025 feels the same way I feel about Real Madrid's season. The highs are high and the lows are really low. Like they come back 3 games and we play like, whoo, finally we're back. And then 2 games, either we lose or we win, but with an average performance. So for me, I've had this feeling this year. It's like 2025 been like, it gets so good. It's confusing. There are days when I feel like, oh, finally life is smiling at me. smiling to me. And it's like, finally. And suddenly, like, the week goes bad. And I wait for the next week for it to be good. And then it gets good. And then it gets bad. So Real Madrid season feels like 2025. It feels like 2 weeks were so damn good. Like, oh my, this is Real Madrid that I know. And then 2 weeks, it's just shitty. And that's what I've been feeling this year. It feels like nothing is connecting. Everything feels like just hanging. Are we going to win something this season? Are we not? The same thing about my life. Is it gonna get better? Is the end of the year is going to be for something better? I don't know. The same thing with Real Madrid. I don't know. Like, you tell me the next game, I don't know. We might score like 5 goals and maybe we will lose 4-0. Who knows? So, yeah, this is what I feel about football. And I feel like, for example, football, this is what I'm talking about. It brings people together. And when you go or you watch the game and you go online or you go to watch the team live, you feel like you're just one community. You feel like everyone there are sharing the same love for this one thing that we all love. It doesn't matter who your team is. And I wish that as a humans, we take that to everyday life. I wish that the way we treat music and we treat football and all the other things that are similar to football and music that brings people together, I wish that we can live like that. I wish our differences would be like just like arguing about the team you love. Someone thinks like, no, they're good, but like they had a couple of moments, and and we talk about music. No, I don't like this song. I love that song. The last album was really good. This album, I didn't like it. I wish I wish that we can do that on everyday life. I wish that when we meet each other, we would have that, but then it's like we share the same love for the same team. And when we win together, and when we lose together. And that's these are the kind of things that makes us humans, and that's these are the kind of things that brings people together. I wish we can just like leave politics behind. I wish we can, because politics fucked everything. Honestly, I feel like music or right now, all you can ask about an artist is like, do you like their album? Oh no, I love their music, but like they are on the right. Or no, I like their music, but they're on the left. Or I like their music, but they are this. Even football, even sport in general, like it became left and right, this and that. And it ruins everything. It ruined not just human connection, didn't just ruin people's relationship with each other. It ruins, even like I said, music. Like nowadays, oh, I don't listen to that person because they are voting for that. I don't listen to this person because they're listening. And I'm like, do you like the song or not? Do you like the movie or not? Do you like the the team, or this sport or that sport or whatever? And I feel like, just leave it behind. Who do you think that those politicians care about us? No, they care about your votes. All they want is your votes, and they don't care if you lose all your friends. It doesn't matter if you lose your loved ones. It doesn't matter. They don't care. They will always tell you what you want to hear. And they don't care about your relationships at home. They don't care about your life. They don't care. They just want your vote. That's all. So let's go back to music, movies, and drinking coffee over like an amazing conversation with the person you love, you know, going to a coffee shop and sitting. I want to go back to where people share a coffee and have a good talk and talking about different things, even if you don't agree on the same issues, on the same things, people still love each other. People still love each other. We don't have to be this radical. Nowadays everything is radical, and I'm someone that listen. Even for even with the music and football, the minute something becomes radical, like I always say, the minute something becomes radical, the minute something becomes like overwhelmingly heated and dividing, I just leave. I just leave. The minute everyone on this side is bad, everyone on that side is bad, I don't like it. Every time it's like nowadays, if you watch a movie, seriously, like when we watch a movie, the first thing you hear, oh, this person voted for that. Ugh, we're not gonna watch that movie. Or like when you do a movie, just do a movie. You all I want to watch is your movies. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what you think of. All I care about is your humanity. All I care about is how you treat others and how you speak about others. And I hate that nowadays, famous people or artists or footballers or athletes, they will see what the crowds want and they will do it. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I like I like an artist or an entertainer or whoever you are. I like to know that you treat everyone equally and you know the right and the wrong. And there are times, yes, your voice is needed. I always say there are times when your voice is needed. There are times when your voice is really really needed, and you need to speak about things because sometimes your voice can make a difference. I always say that. But coming out for every issue, coming out for every detail, coming out of every, like, I don't like that. I really don't like that. The same thing with movies. Like I said, I love movies. Movies to me are the things that changed my life. Like when I was a little girl, I was obsessed with movies. Like movies changed my life in a way that there was a time when I was bullied at school, and the only thing I had is movies and the music. So movies used to, I love that feeling back then when I would feel so shitty about myself. And I would watch a movie for an hour and a half and I will just leave the world behind and just enjoy that 1 hour and a half or 2 hours, and I would literally just stop thinking about anything is happening in my life. The only thing I would think about is the movie, whether it's a rom-com or action or whatever it is. For 1 hour and a half or 2 hours, I would literally forget all the shitty things and the mess in my life, and I would just enjoy the movie. And I feel like nowadays I lost that. I literally go back to watch old movies because those movies used to be so good, and you feel like they used to talk to us like regular people. Nowadays movies is about wanting to please everyone, wanting to talk to everyone and to talk about all the issues in one movie, social issues, political issues, all in one movie. And you feel like, I don't want that. For example, I remember watching the movie Friday, and it was not, it wasn't about politics. It wasn't about anything other than two people sitting in front of their house and watching the whole neighborhood and its mess. And the whole movie is about those two guys. They're just sitting there smoking weed and doing nothing. And just for 1 hour and a half or 2 hours, you're just laughing and you're just sitting there and watching the craziness. Or when you watch a movie like Bridget Jones' Diary or like Titanic, or even when sometimes I watch movies, serious movies like All the King's Men or Body of Lies. I don't know if you know this movie, Body of Lies. Or you watch Transformers, or The Color Purple, or you watch what? Godfather. You name it, and um, you name it. All the movies. It's like A Scent of a Woman, or you name it, whatever the movie you love. It's just you're sitting there and you're watching it. And movies used to make us sit and watch it. Nowadays movies, I find myself scrolling through my phone like 10 minutes into the movie, and I no longer find it interesting. I don't know, maybe I don't know, I don't understand nowadays movies, but I rarely watch a good movie, or because sometimes the movie is so, the behind the scenes, that what happens behind the scene and the drama, and by the time you watch the movie, the experience is just like ruined for you. You feel like you're not watching the movie, you're watching the drama that has happened behind it. I love back in the days is like when artists and actors and actresses, they used to do it for the love of the craft, for the love, like Denzel Washington, Training Day, um Man on Fire, or all his great movies, and you watch it and you don't think about anything other than Denzel Washington, his great, performance. And nowadays, whenever I watch a movie, I feel like I'm watching the drama behind the scene, or the actor saying, if you are from this part of the political like side, don't watch this movie. I don't want these people to watch my movie. And it's all about egos and all that. So, with that, I just lost that. But movies used to make me feel better about life, made me fall in love with movies. And like I will stay up until like 8 a.m. in the morning to watch the Oscars. I was obsessed with the Oscars because back in the days, like 13 movies, 10 movies are literally competing to win the Oscar, and as an the audience, you don't know who you want to win. Like everyone's doing so good. Daniel Day Lewis, all these names, Meryl Streep, Denzel Washington, all these names, great names. You don't know who you're rooting for, because literally everyone was so good and movies used to be so good. Yeah, so that's what I really am passionate about. These are the things that I love to do, or to follow, or to watch, or these are the things that I love as just a human being. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have a good week. And yeah, just listen to music, watch movies, watch your football, no politics, and just enjoy your day. Have a cup of coffee or tea or whatever drink you like. And just remember that don't take life too seriously, and enjoy the things that you love, and enjoy life because it's short. And yeah, just enjoy it as long as you have it. And I wish you a good day, a good week, and I hope all your dreams come true, and I hope that you have an amazing, 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 amazing day. Goodbye.